Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So today in this video, I'm going to review Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So obviously you guys know that this was the first movie of Phase 5 and I am completing reviewing every MCU movie before Avengers Doomsday. And I will also review the other movies, means the non-MCU movies like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man movies or X-Men, Fantastic Four and the other Fox movies I'm also going to review. So in this series now, today in this video, I'm going to review Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So basically this movie was released in 2023. So on that time I was not able to make the video, so today I'm finally making the video. So if you will see in Rotten Tomatoes, it is the worst rated MCU movie, means Eternals also got 47% rating from the critics and Quantumania also got 47% Rotten Tomatoes rating from critics. So today in this video I'm going to review, means tell my personal opinion about this movie and tell that is this movie the worst MCU movie or this movie is overrated. So let's start the video. So first of all, if I tell about the main story, then basically this movie revolves around Ant-Man's character, but the major character of this movie is the main villain, that is Kang. Kang the Conqueror, who was once a time meant to be the big bad and our new Thanos in our multiverse saga. That's obviously Kang Dynasty, but which is replaced by Doctor Doom. So basically in this movie we saw Ant-Man's journey after Avengers Endgame. We saw that Ant-Man got a new job and Wasp and Ant-Man both, they do many missions, and Ant-Man's daughter, means Casey Lang, has now invented a way through which they can send signals in quantum realm, and Hank Pym is helping Casey to send the signals. So in this movie basically saw that because of their mistake, the full Pym family along with Ant-Man, means Hank Pym, Janet, Wasp and Ant-Man and also Casey, they all went to quantum realm due to their mistake and they all get scattered and everywhere, and Ant-Man and Casey stayed together, and on the other side Hank Pym, Janet and Hope Van Dyne were together. And then we saw obviously Ant-Man's adventure in the quantum realm. We saw many beautiful creatures, many different type of creatures in quantum realm, and we saw that Kang the Conqueror is the main bad character in quantum realm, and he has created his own empire by using his technology. And obviously you guys know that the other Kang variants had sent this Kang to the exile because he had destroyed many worlds. And in this movie we also know that Kang has killed millions of Avengers from different universes. And also in this movie we got to see MODOK. That's actually in MCU we saw that our Yellow Jacket, means Darren Cross, was only the MODOK in the MCU, which is actually not comic accurate, but still we got to see MODOK, and man, MODOK was made so dirty in this movie that I'm going to tell you in my review. And at the end of the movie we saw that finally Ant-Man and Wasp become successful and they win against Kang, and Kang failed to come out of the quantum realm. So this is the main story of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. And now if I tell some pros and cons, then if I talk about pros, then first of all I will say that Kang is the good part, the great part of this movie, and Jonathan Majors, means he played Kang the Conqueror in a great manner. He was so badass, but obviously the writing was not good, but overall Jonathan Majors as Kang was really superb, and that's too good in this movie. Other than that, the quantum realm was also very beautiful, different type of creatures were there, but I'm a bit mixed with the quantum realm fact, but that I'm going to tell in the cons. And other than that, the chemistry between Casey and Scott, that was also quite nice, means not very good, but that was okay, that was quite good. And overall the story is very enjoyable, and we see the quantum realm, a different world, and it's good and a fun popcorn entertainer also. And the action scenes, if I say, then the action scenes are good. I really loved the action scenes of this movie. That was too good. And now let's come to the cons of this movie. So the first con was the CGI and VFX, and I think the cinematography of this movie is not that good. Means Quantum Realm was very much CGI heavy, and I understand that. I will not say that the CGI are the worst in the Quantum Realm, but in some parts of this movie, the CGI was just too much bad. Means in the Quantum Realm, there were many scenes where CGI and VFX and the cinematography was very much cartoonish and half-baked. And obviously the CGI of MODOK literally was really bad thing in this movie, and MODOK was just like a joke. He was treated as a joke in this movie, and that I didn't like also. Other than CGI guys, I think this movie failed to introduce Kang as the next big bad for the Avengers movies. Like, as you guys know that in this movie, first of all, Jonathan Majors really played Kang so nicely, and also some dialogues of Kang's were really very awesome. But in this movie, Marvel failed to introduce him as a great villain and a better and way powerful than Thanos. Means obviously you guys know that a bunch of ants defeated Kang. Man, that was too bad and embarrassing. that completely wastes the character. Means I know that the ants were very much technological, they had a lot of developed in Quantum Realm, but still, Kang is Kang. He has killed millions of Avengers, uncountable Avengers in the multiverse, and he got defeated to ants. That's just too much bad, guys. And obviously at the end, the hand-to-hand combat, man, that was also too bad. Means Ant-Man was defeated Kang the Conqueror. Means seriously, guys, this movie just ruined Kang's storyline, just ruined it. Means Jonathan Major's performance was great in the first of the movie. I was really enjoying him, but after that, at the end, what they did to this character, that was so bad. They made Kang so dirty and ruined the whole development of Kang in the Loki season 1. And that's a very big negative point of this movie, because the main point of this movie was to set up Kang as the great big bad, but they failed to do this. So other than that, obviously MODOK, I said only that MODOK is the big disappointment of this movie. That completely wasted MODOK's character, and MODOK's death was funnier than emotional, man. That was not good. It was so funny, actually. There are also a lot of mistakes and problems regarding this movie, that there are a lot of subplots. Means obviously the Quantum Realm subplot, in which Janet's story, backstory, it was also kept as a subplot, but half baked. Means we just knew some of the backstory of Janet, but not completely. And like that, we also got to see a lot of rebellion in Quantum Realm, who actually fought against Kang, and they had also no backstory at all. Means there are a lot of subplots in this movie that are literally not developed only. Some of them are half baked and some of them are straight on bad. So the plot development and the writing of this movie sucks a lot, and there are a lot of problems in the main plot of this movie. And this movie feels not like an Ant-Man movie. Means seriously, Ant-Man, means in the third act, literally this movie was not feeling like an Ant-Man movie. Like Ant-Man was sidelined in his own movie, and that's, I didn't like at all. So these are the main problems, I think, in this movie, that the writing of this movie was not at all good. There were a lot of subplots and story that was just half baked, and we couldn't relate to this story that much. So this was the overall pros and cons of this movie. And now if I tell about the conclusion, then see, I pretty much enjoyed this movie. I liked this movie, but yeah, I can also admit, I will have to admit, that this movie also has a lot of problems and lot of negative points also. But still, this movie is not the worst. It's pretty enjoyable. It has also a lot of good points also. It's not that it's complete trash. I think Thor Love and Thunder, Thor The Dark World, Captain Marvel, The Marvels, these movies are way worse than Quantumania. Still, Quantumania has some good charming parts at least. But still, Quantumania is not a good movie. I will say that this movie goes to an average category. This movie is just an average category movie. It's not good, it's not bad, and that's it. So with all that said, I am going to give Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania 7.5 out of 10 stars. So that was my review. I hope you have liked this video. Leave a like and subscribe, and we will meet in the next video. And yes guys, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania is not the worst MCU movie according to me, and it's overhated movie. So now, thanks for watching. Please comment, subscribe, like. Bye bye.